Good afternoon and welcome to Fabric Frenzy, our broadcast about the updates and features in Microsoft Fabric. Well, earlier this year, Microsoft hosted a community conference in Las Vegas, FabCon, and the interest was enormous. It was such a great idea that Microsoft decided to do it all over again in Stockholm. And this week in Stockholm, we are from Fellowmind attending with 8 consultants. That is, they are gathering all the sorts of information that they can about the new updates and features in Fabric. And of course, we are from Fellowmind Denmark, represented with 2 of our colleagues, and with me, not in the studio, but live from Stockholm, we got Matthias Halkær. So, good afternoon, Matthias.
Hi,
How are you?
Oliver.
Hi.
I'm good. How are you?
Great, fine. I'm standing in Denmark, and all good. And it looks like a busy world. And how's
Yeah,
life? Yeah.
yeah. You're missing out from all this fantastic excitement here. I mean, there are so many people. I don't think you. Yeah. Can you believe it? It's over 3,000 attendees here at a big conference here in Stockholm. So this is it's quite amazing.
All right, all right. And I understand that you have already attended a lot of different sessions. And starting out by what is the kind of surprised you the most with
Well,
regards
yeah,
to
as you
session?
said, it has been such an action-packed range of content, and there's just so much to pick from. So it's really hard for me to say what surprised me the most. But I will admit that I knew that Fabric is such a powerful offering, and I kind of had this feeling that it would be a success for Microsoft. But Microsoft actually revealed some of their numbers here today, and it turns out that they already have 14,000 paying customers for Fabric. So this is being adopted widely. They have 17,000 certified Fabric professionals who took the certification. And it's been the fastest growing certification for the past 4 years for Microsoft. So there's a huge interest in Fabric, and it's much larger than I had even imagined. So that's for me is it's quite something.
Perfect, perfect. Not only surprising, but of course something that I'm very happy about. Seen from a commercial perspective, that the market has responded that positively with Fabric. Well, as an MVP, you know things before the masses. You know things before at least I do. But
Uh-huh.
I would like to know more about the specific releases. If you can name 3 specific releases now that you are kind of proud of from Microsoft side.
Yes, I mean that's going to be a challenge to limit myself to just 3. So thank you for that that exercise. Let's say I'll give you 3 and then a bonus one that I know a lot of people are excited about, and then 3 that I am personally very excited about. So let's start with the bonus one because I think that's on top of honestly everyone's minds these days, and social media is buzzing with this news. So Microsoft has released the dark mode for Power BI desktop, meaning that users no longer have to be afraid of getting eye strain when they're working with the tool, and they can switch to the look that they want to have, and that they appreciate the most. So now you can switch on dark mode in Power BI and work all night long if you want to do that, and not have to worry about your eyes getting tired or just being drained from all that light. So as someone said it, you can now develop in Power BI without having to use sunglasses. So that was the bonus one.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
yeah, it seems like a little ordinary feature that should be implemented this some time ago. But yeah, I understand.
you know what? This has been a community wish for the past 5 years. The first time this was ever mentioned on the forums was 5 years ago, and I think I'm not sure here, but I think it was on the to do for Microsoft. It's been on the roadmap for all those time, but apparently UI can be tricky or something like that. But at least we have it now. it's been a huge wish. People have really wanted to do to get this feature, and now it's here. So everyone is happy, even though, yeah, you are right. Dark mode in Power BI is not going to let us develop our data platforms any easier or any better or write better, quicker code. It is a quality of life improvement. But you asked me about like my favorite moments here or favorite features. We were shown something I think is quite cool today, because Microsoft has realized that as users and developers in Fabric, before we can start doing any real work, we of course have to first get the data inside the system. And this, if you ask any senior developer or any consultant, is always something that turns out to be a bigger task, because there are so many complexities and things you need to worry about. So there's the whole, do we have timestamps? How do we load this data? Can we do incremental load? Can we do full load? Microsoft revealed a feature. It's not here yet as of today, but they revealed a new feature that they're calling copy job. So it's a simple thing. You just create this item, this copy job item, and then you point to your source, and it connects and gets the data. And with just a few clicks and a UI, you can even set up things like incremental load, so you don't have to overload your source system. So that is also something I'm quite excited about. Secondly, I have something that is not a technical thing, but Microsoft also released a new certification, the DB 700, which is a more technical, more in-depth certification. So if you really want to know the inner workings of the Spark engine and you want to do pro data warehouse development, well, this is the certification for you. It is the Fabric Data Engineer certification. It will be released in a month as a beta, and yeah, then we can certify our skills. And the last one, Oliver, is it's not one feature, but it's several features, because we've seen so many improvements to not just Copilot, but also what we can do with AI in Fabric. At the top of my head, we have AI skills where we can, with a few clicks, we can connect to our lakehouse, fetch some tables, and generate a skill that any AI agent can use. So imagine, Oliver, you're a salesperson, or you're a sales director. You care about that customers, clients are happy, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Imagine if you could log into a system, or in the morning you would have an AI engine write you and say, "Hey, Oliver, were you aware that these 4 customers have had a little dropping in their loyalty score and an increase in the churn rate? Maybe you should give these customers a call." That is something that you can actually do now with AI skills. You can give it that data, customer data, loyalty data, so forth, and suddenly the AI will be able to understand these data and use them to do some actions, or give you some insight, or give you some feedback. And this is, of course, not just for sales, it's for all our data and everything we can imagine with it. Secondly, we also had AI functions. With our new functions, we can just, with a single line of code, add to our data. So imagine you have a data set with a whole bunch of product descriptions or something like that, or even customer service, like complaints, what were your customers worried about? Well, you can now go with one line of code and just translate that to a different language. You can have it summarized. You can do all sorts of different things with these new AI functions in Fabric notebooks. So that is certainly some of the features that I have been most blown away by.
Interesting, and I like the fact that you're mentioning the client perspective, as I know a lot of other software features and stuff from Microsoft that has been trying to kind of incorporate this for decades. I think it's interesting that it's so easy now. So I'll book a meeting with you Monday to investigate more. So it sounds very
Exactly.
interesting. Yeah.
And I think everyone should start asking themselves, what could we do if we could suddenly have the AI engines understand our actual data instead of guessing, instead of hallucinating? That is really powerful, and there is a lot of untapped value in just that little piece of feature.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Matthias. So
Yeah,
today is Wednesday, and I understand that you will be in Stockholm until Friday, right?
yeah, that's
And
correct.
and attending some sessions later today and Thursday, Friday. What are you looking most forward to? Which sessions are you looking most forward to, and which sessions do you think that might surprise you?
Ooh, I'm always passionate about all the sessions that are called something with roadmap. So all the like the Lakehouse roadmap, the data engineering roadmap, all these sessions, because to be honest, that is where we get the good stuff and the features that will be released 3 months from now, 4 months from now. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then I also have a few marked sessions about governance in Fabric, which I think is a really important topic I hope to even learn a thing or two more about. Yeah, I think that's the top of mind one.
All right, great. And with regards to sustainability, that is kind of the hottest topic around these days. So, any news, anything up with regards to the updates about sustainability in Fabric and some features?
Actually, there's no news released today, but if anyone like yourself is curious about sustainability in Fabric, there is actually something that was already released a few months ago. The whole sustainability suite, where you can, as a semi plug and play solution, you can create an environment and workspace in Fabric. It will set up connectors to the kind of data sources you need. You have already some sort of data mapping that will make sure that you can go from data to the reporting and the insight you need to know about your sustainability. This is not a vendor-specific offering. This is a Microsoft solution. It's an industry solution, and it really helps accelerating companies' efforts around sustainability. So anyone who's interested in that should check that out.
Interesting, and thanks for that. Well,
Sure.
besides that, I hope that you have enjoyed some of the other parts of Stockholm, the culinary, and that you have had time to, yeah, enjoy other things than only this conference. But yeah, are you looking
There's
forward to
so much.
having? Yeah,
There's so much going on with the conference that I almost haven't been outside of the conference, Oliver. It's almost embarrassing how little of Stockholm I've seen so far. But I
okay.
think that's also a good thing. I do look forward to going to a nice Texan steakhouse this evening, so that should be nice.
Sounds very nice. Sounds promising. Great. All right, Matthias, unless you have any other updates that you would like to share, I think that we will call it a night. And
Yeah, yeah. Can I end up with a little extra feature? Actually, something I think a lot of people haven't noticed, because we did also get this past month an update to the Spark engine. It's such a boring feature. No one notices it because it's hidden downstairs in the documentation. No one's seen this. But this little bit feature, it's called a native execution engine. It's something beneath the scenes, behind the scenes of the notebooks in Fabric. It actually improves the performance of all your notebooks. So that means all your data transformations, and it improves it not 4%. It improves it 4 times. So that means 75%. Our jobs will run 4 times faster if we just enable this feature. And you know what the best part is, Oliver?
no.
It actually is not going to cost us anything more. This is
Ah,
just a feature that will be the same jobs will run 4 times faster. It will cost the same consumption. So that's pretty neat. And that's flying under the radar. Not a lot of people notice this, but that's also a big improvement there.
okay, okay. That's very nice. So I understand that that you will be covering the whole conference from your LinkedIn channel, or
Absolutely.
yeah.
for the whole week, I will be posting out blog post, and all sorts of things. And if someone is living in Denmark or sitting in Denmark, we actually also have a user group called Microsoft BI Professionals in Aarhus next Monday, with still a few open slots. So if anyone is sitting out there listening in who is from Denmark, I would actually encourage you to go and sign up for that one. I'll be presenting some of the Fabric news with some live demos and some more deep dives, and we have two other very amazing sessions that evening. So it's going to be pretty great.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Matthias. I think it's quite obvious that if someone is listening in Denmark and they aren't following you, they should be doing that. So that's perfect. So, Matthias, I wish you a great conference, and I hope
Thank
that
you, Oliver.
your night at the steakhouse will be as entertaining, as exciting as I think it will. So, thank you very
Well, let's
much,
hope
Matthias.
so. Thank you, Oliver.
All right, back to the studio.
Back to the studio.
All right. Well, thanks for listening in. I hope that that you find the new features as interesting as I did. And well, of course, you should be following Matthias, and I know that you might already are. But besides that, I think that I just wanted to wish you a great afternoon, and see you until next time.